Bonjour and welcome to another Alexis Review. I hope you're all fine. And today we will be talking about Colorfool by Victor Zatko. Colorfool is a very clever gimmick that will allow you to change one card to another, the back of the card. Well, you can change the back of the card for the front of the card, but mainly it will be a back to another back design. It's very well made, clearly thought of, but will I be using it and is it useful in any situation? Let's find out. Colorfool is sold at $30, $30. You can find it in the link in the description. If you want to help my reviews, please click on the link in the description and buy your products from there. That would help me tremendously. Before opening what's inside, let me ask you one more thing. Can you please subscribe to the channel? It will help me again a lot, because the more we are, the bigger we are, and then we can ask creators more exclusivity and more things. So yeah, please subscribe and hit the bell button. Colorfool, this is what you receive: a small envelope with inside a little packet. You have this plastic wrap with the link in English and the link in French to watch the explanation video. You get 4 gimmick cards, well, 3 main gimmick cards, as well with a regular card. The idea is that you need 2 of the gimmick cards in the deck, one under, one on top, and 1 gimmick card to do the change, okay? So that's a lot of gimmick cards to perform one effect, and basically when I saw Victor perform the trick, I said, wow, this is very good and it looks easy. But in reality, it's not that easy. You need to put time and effort to the gimmick to master it, because sometimes the gimmick doesn't feel right and doesn't connect as it should, and the gimmicks are really well made. I wouldn't be able to make them. Victor does a great job making them, and I received mine in bicycle blue. Now I know that some of the people receive there in red bicycle, so it depends, I think. And what's nice is that you can change it to any card, any back design you want, thanks to the clever gimmick. Overall, for $30, I'm not disappointed at all, because the gimmick is really well made. Even if it needs work, it's still really easy to master, and it does the job correctly. So $30 may be a step, but when I think about the making of the gimmick, it's okay. So for me, yeah, it's a yes. Let me show you the gimmick. So you put the gimmick on top of a bicycle deck, and the idea is you have a blue bicycle, you have a blue bicycle card here, you put the card here and you just do ooh, ooh, red, blue, and you can just have the card change to a red card, and this is directly examinable. And you can do the reverse. You have the red bicycle here, and you do the reverse like this, ooh, blue. And you can, of course, just like this, change the card to a blue one. I hope you like that demo. It's not as easy as it looks. I had to reshoot it a few times, but when you master it completely, I think it's something you will be able to do over and over again. Let's go into the con section. The major con I have is why do you need this kind of gimmick when you can just do an nice change or something like that? I think this has its place on social media, on the Zoom show, because live you won't be bothering carrying around 3 gimmick cards to perform such a simple effect that is a color change. I know it looks good, I know it looks great, but you don't need it. Well, maybe you need it, I don't need it at all. It's something very well made, it's something that works pretty good, but I wouldn't be able to use that in a professional situation. Also, when you perform the blue to red, in my case, you're left completely dirty with the card in your hand. So I know the heat is not on the card in your hand, but the card on the deck. Still, that's something to consider. And if you do the reverse, the red to blue in my case, you can't give the blue card to examination. That's the major cons I have. Now let's go into the pros section. Well, this is a great color change, but again, we don't need it for close-up performances. I think this has its place on Zoom show because it's so clean and you can be very close to the camera to perform the trick. Also, the fact you can do it over and over again, I think you see it on the trailer right now, you can really do the trick over and over again. That's very cool, I think, and I think that's since it's the main advantage from this gimmick, I think that you should play on that. Like, do you want a red? No, do you want a blue? It's like you have a brush in your hand and you say blue, red, and you paint the card. So I think that would be the main way to go with Colorfool. The gimmick are really well made and honestly I won't be able to make them. Victor does a great job making them and teaching you the routine on the explanation video. This is quite a hard gimmick to review because it's clever. It works great, the reset is pretty instant, but I don't need it, so will I be using it? No. But I like the creativity behind it, I like the fact it's not highly priced, I like the fact it's well made, so we'll be putting 3 hearts. The difficulty, I said the gimmick was a bit difficult to get in hands, and that's true. Still, once you get the knack, it's rather easy to do, so we'll put 3 stars. Michael Chatlin has a similar trick called Speed, I think, which uses basically the same materials and the same mechanical properties, but in a different way. So maybe you want to check that out if it's still available. It made noise. This one doesn't make any noise. And yeah, if you have any similar products, feel free to comment them in the comment section. The video is not finished. Thank you all for watching it. The description is below. You have Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, everything you need to know. And let's see each other next week for another Alexis review. Au revoir!